Hello! In the last video, I introduced you to the wedding customs of India and promised to talk about wedding rituals in China and Russia. Let's find out more about Chinese traditions. There are so many different and unusual wedding ceremonies held in provinces of the country. They might have nothing in common due to the multinationality of the Celestial Empire. I will tell you about the most common customs and how they differ from European weddings. In the ancient Celestial Empire, there were many complex ceremonies, and almost every action was meaningful and strictly regulated. The most common and well-known remain the six rites, which begins with the engagement and ends with the wedding. Firstly, a gift is sent to the bride's house as sign of the engagement and as a request for the bride's name or surname. The bride's family is informed by the groom's parent about their consent to the marriage. A gift is sent to the bride's house in order to secure the engagement, and the bride's family is requested about an auspicious wedding day. Finally, there is personal meeting between the groom and the bride in her house. As a rule in the old days, business was not complete without a good matchmaker. They are saying, if there are no clouds in the sky, there will be no rain. If there is no matchmaker on earth, there will be no love. The groom's father sends matchmakers to the bride's parents. According to tradition, the groom should give the bride a ghost as a gift which symbolizes a marriage proposal. If the answer is positive, the matchmakers again go to the girl's house with gifts, and in return, they receive information about the bride. The Chinese have always paid a lot of attention to horoscopes, fortune-telling and numerology. Therefore, based on the received information, they calculated a favorable day for the wedding. It is believed that it's better to choose an even number, since it means double happiness. The groom needs to pay the bride's price. As a ransom, money, sweets and wine must be brought to the girl's house. In response, the bride must give clothes to the groom's relatives. The last stage of the matchmaking ritual is agreeing on the date of the wedding and solving all related issues. Early, in addition to traditional wedding chores, the Chinese bride had to perform several rituals. It was believed that the bride needed to cry before the wedding so that she would not have to shed any tears during the married life. This ritual is accompanied with parting with the family and friends. This is a very sad and touching ceremony. On the eve of the celebration, the bride's bathing ceremony is held. Healing herbal decoctions and grapefruit juice are added to the water. This ritual symbolizes the cleansing of evil spirits. According to an old tradition, the girl removes all hair from her face. She completely plucks out her eyebrows and eyelashes. This symbolizes renewal before starting a new life. On the wedding day, at the entrance to the bride's house, the hand is seen with a hieroglyph that means happiness. At the entrance to the groom's house, the same sign should be held, but it should have a double hieroglyph, which symbolizes that with the appearance of his wife, he will become twice as happy. According to tradition, the groom takes the bride from her home and they both go to his. At the same time, the wedding procession does not stop anywhere and is accompanied by firecrackers and fireworks. Loud sounds are believed to ward off evil spirits. When the wedding procession arrives at the groom's house, it is again greeted with firecrackers and music. Bridesmaids throw back the curtain of the palanquin, help the bride to get off and escort her into the house. The groom's friends hand out wedding flowers or the image of the double happiness hieroglyph to all participants of the ceremony, which should be pinned to their clothes or inserted into the hair. The marriage consists of 3 rites. At the beginning, the couple perform a ceremony of worship. They have to kneel 3 times, bowing to the earth and sky, to the parents and the old-timers of the family, and finally to each other. This is followed by the uniting of the bowls ritual. This is a ceremony during which the newlyweds drink special wine from bowls tied with a scarlet ribbon. They take a few sips and then switch bowls. This symbolizes that the newlyweds are connected with each other and represent a single whole. Everything ends with a plentiful feast, only after retiring with the bride. The groom throws back the veil and finalizes the face of his young wife. A Chinese wedding is not complete without a tea ceremony, during which the bride treats the groom's relatives with traditional tea. In return, they give her gifts or money in a red envelope. The first begins with the official part, during which the guests have the opportunity to say congratulations and present gifts. The banquet does not last long, and there are no dances or noisy contests. There should be a lot of treats on the table. Fish is a must and is considered a symbol of abundance. By tradition, the fish is not eaten whole, leaving the bones, head and tail intact. This symbolizes the continuous happiness of marriage from beginning to end. The wedding cake is not given any special importance in our time. This is the same dessert as other types of sweets or fruits. Today, many traditions have been lost, transformed because of globalization, merged with European ones, forming a new, modern wedding ceremony, during which there are no such strict regulations. Nowadays, a few months before the wedding, it is customary to order a colorful wedding photo album, reminiscent of a portfolio from a photo studio, as well as several large photographs of the bride and groom. One of them will decorate the wall in the bedroom of the young couple, and the other will be hung in the restaurant where the celebration is scheduled. The latter will function as an invitation poster that will greet the guests. On the wedding day, the newlyweds change 3 outfits. At the wedding ceremony, they are in European outfits, but during the banquet they are already changed into outfits from 19th century. It is also not customary to dance at the banquet, but various contests, skins, photo session and karaoke are held. I hope the customs of China were interesting to you. Weddings there are stunningly beautiful ceremony, which is symbolic, romantic and unforgettable. In the next video, I will tell you more about the wedding traditions of my home country, Russia.